wanna be down with the king.
It's the Sports Kings. Sports Kings. Big Mike.
He might fall off the wagon in the next 10 minutes.
And Rob Calloway.
It's about bringing talent. It's not about all the flash and glitz and glam.
Not your average sports talk show. The Sports Kings.
This is NFL legend, Work Done.
This your boy D. Howard, a.k.a. Superman.
I'm Jerome Bettis, the bus.
It's Cam Newton. Holla at your boy, already.
This is Hank Aaron, and I'm down with the King.
Tell a friend, Kings is back.
And welcome into a Wednesday on the Sports Kings podcast. Absolutely, getting you over the hump with another podcast. You guys may have missed us yesterday, so today will be officially known as Screw Comcast Day. Yes, we weren't able to record our podcast yesterday because Comcast service, internet-wise, is a piece of crap. But I digress. I'm Big Mike. He's Rob Calloway. We are the Sports Kings. You can find us, you can find this podcast on Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. We truly expect you to spread the word and tell a friend to tell a friend, as well as you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Sports Kings Live. You can also email the show, sportskingslive@gmail.com. I say this every day, and yet we still have not received an email. I don't know what else.
Okay, I'm going to email you in a second. I'm going to email you.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Delete it immediately. Matter of fact, it's probably going to go straight to spam. I'm going to spam it immediately. Also, if you're interested in sponsoring the podcast or any segment of the podcast, any feature, you can also send your emails to that address as well. That's sportskingslive@gmail.com, or you can DM us or Facebook us or whatever it's called on Facebook. You can do that. And we'll get right back to you and give you some awesome sponsorship opportunities. Speaking of sponsorship opportunities, I got a slight air of motivation today. And that motivation told me, you know what, Mike? You should start thinking of things. Thinking of things to add to the show. Just little things, things that people may be able to sponsor. So today, I came up with this thing called On This Day. And basically, it's going to be something very quick we do at some point during the show. At the very beginning, we'll do it at the beginning because knowing us, we'll start talking and then it'll get omitted and we'll forget about it. But later on, as we get it sponsored, we'll put it in a certain spot during either this hour or the second hour. And moving forward, as we mature into doing the show live, we'll do the same thing. So today will be the inaugural day of On This Day. On this day, April 8th, 2015, well, not on this day, but in the past. In 1974, our guy, Hammerin' Hank Aaron, hit his 715th home run to break Babe Ruth's home run record. And if you listen to the intro every day, you know that Hank Aaron is officially down with the Kings. So that.
Yes.
In
yes, he is.
1975, Frank Robinson of the Cleveland Indians became the first black manager of a Major League Baseball team. In 1987, the Los Angeles Dodgers executive Al Campanis resigned over remarks he made while on ABC's Nightline. He said that blacks, quote, may not have some of the necessities, end quote, to hold managerial jobs in Major League Baseball. So that happened. In 1991, the Oakland A's Stadium became the first outdoor arena to ban smoking. Now all they got to do is worry about the stabbings. And in 1992, one of the sadder notes, Arthur Ashe announced that he had contracted the AIDS virus, which was very, very, very unfortunate and sad. Arthur Ashe hadn't participated in any reckless type of behavior in order to obtain the disease. He actually was getting a procedure done on his heart and needed a blood transfusion and contracted AIDS that way. So that's what happened on this day in the past. Rob, what's going on, brother?
Just another day in Decatur, GA.
It's hot as hell out there today, too.
What?
Yeah, it's smoldering today.
God. Oh, man, let me tell you. Okay, this is how my day started, right? So I ain't planning on doing anything out there, right? So I was like, I need to go to the store. So I get ready to go to the store. I walk around. I look at my car. I'm like, my car looking like, know, I got three-wheel motion going on. So I look, car in the garage, tire flat, right? I'm like, oh, my God. So, of course, you know, I got to go ahead and jack the car up, you know, try and put the donut on the car. So I'm already hot and bothered by then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got nets flying around outside. Like, I'm already, you know. Then I get in the car and I start riding, and I realize how hot it is. Like, I hadn't been outside, like, at all today. Like, dude, it felt like June the 1st.
It's about 85, 86 degrees, something like that today. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's too hot for me, man. You know, and especially since I've been in the house for some months now, like 5 months. Like, I've really become a house Negro, you know, or a house nigger. And I'm just saying, like, you know, so yeah, they can have that. Everybody telling me it's lovely outside. Yeah, it's hot out there.
Yeah, it was though. It wasn't hella bad. Like, it wasn't like it's gonna be the summer. Like this summer, when the summer rolls around, it's gonna be that plus the humidity. Then it's gonna be for real. Like, stuff's gonna be sticking to people, and you're gonna be sweating immediately as you walk out the door. It wasn't that way today. So yeah. If you think this is bad, Rob, get ready. Summertime.
I know.
And the ATL is coming. And it will be hot, humid, and sticky. As we move on, and the things we had, like, you guys didn't hear from us yesterday, and it's unfortunate. We attempted twice, as a matter of fact, to record the podcast and talk about what happened on Monday night and all those kind of situations, and it just didn't work out. It didn't work out. Comcast, the internet kept disconnecting, and then had to keep calling Rob back, and then eventually we were just like, you know what, F it. It must not be meant for the world to hear what we have to say about this championship game and the other things that happened yesterday. So today is a new day. Today is the 8th. That stuff is gone. It's gone into the ether, and it'll never be heard by anyone. So today we've got some stuff. We've got a few. So I got a few NCAA things on my list here. I got some NFL stuff as well. And as we continue to get closer to the NBA playoffs, we got some NBA news, some stuff that actually is some national news that affects the local team here in Atlanta as well. So we'll talk about that. And obviously the Masters, a.k.a. the Masters, are going on this weekend. Tiger Woods is back. Well, he's back playing.
Boy, Tiger needs to cut his hair, man. I saw Tiger's head today. Boy, Tiger got a big bald spot in his head.
Dude, you got like this unhealthy obsession with people's hair, and that's where it's going. It's going into the unhealthy realm now. Like, because not everyone has to be like you've got to comment on everyone's hair. Now, I don't know. Like, do we need to have like an intervention? Like, you just walk in the house one day and everyone's sitting around like, Rob, we're doing this because we love you. Do we need to do that?
Because, well, I mean, it's one of those things, man, where, when I had hair, nobody loved their hair more than me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things where when I realized that I was going to either get the Doc Rivers, that super, super, super low haircut, either I was going to be paying $10, $12 for that every week, or I could just go get me a razor and keep that thing nice and clean. I had to make a decision. I couldn't be a prideful dude because, men, some guys hold on way past, like, I just refuse to be, 37 years old, walk around with the George Jefferson or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't do that, man. So, when I see people, and I know Tiger is rich and, it don't even matter in his world, but it's just, it's just crazy when you see him when he takes the hat off and, he turns to the side, you're like, whoa, like, there's a big crater in the back of his head, like, yeah, it's kind of unbelievable, man. But, it's not an obsession.
Oh, really? Yeah. How about this? You're the only one that says "whoa" when that happens. No one else has that reaction. I promise you.
I mean, because
only you.
I mean, because it caught me. I was going, because how dudes wear hats and you can see the hair on the side, but you don't know. Once they take the hat off, like, oh my God,
the dude's getting up there in age. Male pattern baldness. It affects a lot of people. He's getting up there in age. So, yeah.
And then Tiger, he has that curly hair, so with that bald spot being right there, it kind of just. It's just very noticeable. That's all, man. That's all.
No, you good now?
Good luck, Tiger.
You good?
I hope you make the cut. I hope Tiger make the cut, man.
All right. Yesterday. Oh,
real
this is something that's going. It's something that's going to happen very, 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 very infrequently on this podcast, especially from my end. I don't know about Rob, but me, it's going to happen very, very infrequently. I'm going to start the show off talking about girls' sports, and in particular, girls' basketball. The Lady Huskies actually defeated the Notre Dame Lady Fighting Irish last night to win another NCAA championship. And the only reason I'm talking about it is not because it happened, or definitely not because I looked at it. I didn't watch a second of it. It's because of the coach, Gino Auriemma. And I couldn't find myself adequately putting this into historical context. You know, a lot of people, you know, they just, you know, they pluck the low hanging fruit and it's like, yeah, it's like John Wooden. Okay, because I'll admit it to say, Gino Auriemma has won his 10th national championship while being the coach of the Lady Huskies. And people, you know, immediately, you know, it's like John Wooden, pluck, low hanging fruit. But to me, I don't know enough about the girls' game to fully put it into context, and simply because if you're Gino Auriemma, you're done recruiting for the rest of your life. You're done recruiting.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even a thing about recruiting.
Yeah, if I want you, you're coming. Anymore. Yeah, you're coming to UConn if I want you. Period. You're not telling me no. So, and I don't know how big the pool is of talent for for girls basketball. And what I mean is the way John Calipari can go get the Harrison boys, and he can go get Willie Cauley-Stein and Karl Anthony Towns, but still yet there's still a Justice Winslow, and there's still a Tyus Jones, and there's still a Jahlil Okafor left over for Mike Krzyzewski to get them, and other people to get certain great players and good players. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know I don't know if that is or is not the case in women's college basketball.
Well, you know, the thing about it is, and you can attest to this, I mean, you know, girls' sports, especially when you start talking about on the high school level, girls' sports really don't get the recognition that, you know, that male sports receive. And so,
thanks, Captain.
You know, I think the talent pool is just as rich if you're talking about female athletes. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you talk about female athletes, because, you know, like, I don't watch, but I know about the game. You know, I go watch them on a professional level. Like, I haven't been to a female college game since I was in college. But, you know, when you look around the landscape and you see what Gino has done, and then you look, he has the dynasty, and you look around and, you know, Pat Simon did her thing with Tennessee for years, you know, for years and years and years. And you look at a couple of those Stanford, they had some great years, and Louisiana Tech as well. So, I mean, I don't make his championship. I don't downgrade his championship because it's a female sport. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you still got to win. You know what I'm saying? And to do it 10 times is something, you know, that in itself is phenomenal. I mean, it's phenomenal.
That's probably where I'm struggling the most, is that I'm a big fan of greatness. Like I'm a huge fan of huge accomplishments, and that's why I'm mentioning it today. That's why I decided I wanted to talk about it first today. But it kind of fits into a very crazy space for me, because I have to believe that he gets the best talent every year, and it's what it's going to be.
Maya Moore from right here in Metro Atlanta, you know, she was, you know, all-world stuff when she was in high school, and, you know, that's where she went.
So my point is, every year, and he actually talked about, I wish I had the sound of him talking about how what they're doing in UConn may not be good for the progression of women's sports, because every year we've gotten to this Tiger versus the field type thing with them. Like, it's a surprise every year that they don't win it. Not a surprise that they do win it. Like, every year that the UConn ladies don't win it, it's like, what happened? Like, something must have went haywire. And that's crazy, because even if they don't win it, they're going to be in the Final Four every year. You might as well just, you know, put it in marker. Every year they're going to be in the Final Four. And so that's the reason I don't know where to kind of place it historically. Like, I don't want to be, Mr. ESPN guy. Like, yeah, it's the same thing as John Wooden.